Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Let me introduce myself. My name is Anjarsari from class 2A, student register number 202260007. Here I will explain the research analysis from the journal article I choose entitled The Importance of Teaching Moral Value to the Student. Okay. This research was published by Nurlaila, graduate in 22 February 2013 from English Education Study Program of Indonesian University of Education. Switch. Content of this template. The content of the journal that I'm researching content, first analysis of introduction and the second analysis of methodology. Okay. First, analysis of introduction. Well, first I will explain about the analysis of the introduction, where in this section I have the first part, namely the background. In this background discussion, I contain 2 points. The first point is education is the best way to teach people about moral. Education in general sense is a form of learning in which the knowledge, skill, and habit of a group of people are passed on from one generation to the next through teaching, training, research, or self-taught. Therefore, education is the best way to teach people about moral value. According to the law of the Republic of Indonesia, number 2 of 1989, Article 4, national education aims to educate the life of the nation and the development of Indonesian people as a whole, namely human who believe and are devoted to God Almighty and have noble character, have knowledge and skill, have a strong and independent personality, and are socially and nationally. Teaching of moral value is to create with your character. Teaching moral value is not only the responsibility of but also our concern and every element of the nation. Education is a way to teach and convey moral value. Therefore, proper education methods are needed to teach this value to students so that the principle of life that will be developed by students will be positively applied in the future. And then second point, moral decadency is a special in our country today. Moral decadency in our country today is a special challenge for moral and social development. In today's cultural environment, children are raised in a toxic environment. And the fact is that currently there is moral decadency in several cases committed by teenagers or students, such as crime, violence, marriage due to accident, bullying, gangster, drug, free sex, etc. For example, the motorcycle gang in Bandung, which made people worried and afraid to go out at night, and the Nero gang. The members of this gang are teenagers and students. There are also several cases of pregnancy, marriage due to an incident, free sex, abortion, or cases of violence or bullying that have been prevented by senior at school to junior. Moral have a greater social element to value and tend to have very broad acceptance. Moral are much more about good and bad than other value. Therefore, the application of moral is very important to minimize the moral decadency that occur today. This application is the path to the world of education, which can be one of the bridges for application to student in teaching. Okay, the aims of this research. Well, then the purpose of this research is first to create human researchers with superior characters such as intelligent, skilled, noble, independent, religious, and responsible. And to improve and second purpose to improve student achievement and reduce moral decadency in our environment. Okay, next we switch to the research question. First, are moral value important to be applied to world of education? Moral values are very important to be applied in the world of education. In fact, it is not only the world of education that also need to be applied in various aspects. The world of education is an important aspect to apply moral because education is the right means in teaching to be able to convey value to students in particular. Next, second, how are the strategy and method applied to apply moral value to students in strategy method that are applied to apply moral value to study in learning I by applying character education in every lesson and curriculum in the sense that teaching character education is not separated from its learning material because this will actually increase the burden of learning. There are many strategies and methods to teach moral value to students. Some of them are the character building program in which activities are arranged to increase student emotional cohesion, the school care community where activities are arranged to create a caring relationship between teacher and student, and the integrative ethnic education model which has 5 steps for moral character development, supporting climate, ethic, skill, apprenticeship, instruction, self-regulation, and adopting a system approach. The method for teaching moral value to students, such as holding ceremonies every Monday, social service, training leadership, inviting students to work in group, praying together before starting lesson, performing duha prayer, and giving reward and punishment to students. And last, third, do moral value have an effect on student achievement and behavior? The data show that moral value have an effect on student achievement and behavior. And it can be concluded that teaching moral value to study is very important, and to teach moral value to students, strategy or method are needed to make the teaching process successful. Moral value have an impact on student behavior in classroom and school. For example, students in the high school community in the study acted differently when taking exam because their behavior could affect their achievement. Next, second, analysis of methodology or part methodology. The method used to obtain research data use the interview method. This public vocational school in Bandung. Next, question and answer. Okay. Teaching moral values seem to be the focus of the newest curriculum. Question: in your opinion, what teaching strategies should the teacher use in order to generate successful teaching in moral education? Okay, in my opinion, The learning strategies that teacher can use to produce successful teaching in moral education is by applying character education in every learning material, and the method can be like applying rule in which there are value of life. Example includes example includes spiritual learning activities, ceremonial activities, teaching about the value of caring, and much more. Okay, that's an explanation of my research analysis. If there are shortcomings, please forgive me. Thank you. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.